You think you know fear until your son calls from inside a freezer, don't you? He said he'd put me in the wood chipper if I came for my son. That was the moment everything inside me went quiet. My boy's lips were blue. His hand shook. "Daddy," he whispered. "He locked me in the freezer." Facetime flickered. White walls, metal shelves, my kid curled near the back, shaking like a leaf. 3 hours, he said. Then came the laugh. Not from him, from her. "Kids exaggerate," she said, smiling into the camera. "He left the door open while playing hide and seek." Her mascara didn't even move. Then Jake, her new boyfriend, leaned in, a failed MMA fighter with the IQ of drywall. "Heard you're in Dubai," he said. "That's cute. Your kid's funeral is Monday." The screen went black. I didn't blink, didn't breathe. I called my assistant. "Charter the jet. Now." She asked, "Where to?" "I'm not flying alone." They had no idea who I was bringing. Once, I trusted Emily, gave her my name, my son, my loyalty. She handed all of it to a stranger. Said I worked too much, traveled too far, abandoned her emotionally. What she really wanted was worship, control. She found it in a man who broke furniture when he didn't get his way. I'd seen bruises on Ethan's arms, round, thumb-sized. Small enough to excuse, big enough to remember. Boys play rough. The court sided with her. Maternal stability, they said. What Ethan got was a cage disguised as home. I stayed quiet, watched, waited, until tonight. Until the words freezer and wood chipper killed what was left of my restraint. Rage isn't power. Precision is. So I planned, and I moved. Before my jet touched down, CPS received an anonymous report. Attached, an audio file, Ethan's voice, time-stamped, GPS verified. A thermal image of the garage freezer 5 degrees inside, latch locked from the outside. No judge could ignore that. I called my sister, Anna. We hadn't spoken in 5 years. She's a trauma counselor, the kind who turns silence into evidence. She flew with me, reading therapy transcripts the whole way. Burn marks, ice baths, threats whispered while Mom wasn't looking. But she was, always, and that made it worse. An armored SUV met us. 3 men, one wore a DOJ badge. They didn't knock. The door split open. Jake froze mid-bite over his cereal. Upstairs, Ethan screamed, but this time, real help came. Anna found him first, held him. He held on like he'd drown if he let go. Agents cleared the house, phones, laptops, drives. Emily shouted, "This is insane. He's manipulating everyone." An agent raised a USB stick. "Here's your boyfriend threatening a child," he said. "And here's your call to the freezer company's special order. Internal lock." Her face went white. She looked at me like she'd never known me. "Who are you?" she whispered. I didn't answer. In court, she wore beige, fake innocence in fabric form. Her lawyer blamed Jake. "She didn't know," he argued. I set a binder on the judge's desk. Logs, emails, missed doctor visits, photos, the FaceTime still Ethan in that freezer. "I never touched him," she said. I leaned closer. "You didn't have to." She trembled. She knew full custody was mine. Her freedom now sat with a federal prosecutor. The judge signed the emergency order in silence. That night, Ethan slept in my arms, finally still. Anna read through court papers. Criminal negligence. Child endangerment. She asked, "Do you feel anything?" I looked at Ethan's face, peaceful for the first time in years. "No," I said, "just confirmation." She sold our son's safety for attention. Gave a predator keys to the fridge and called it love. Now she'll live in the ice she built. I didn't rescue my son. I restored him. Because she forgot who I am. A father, a tactician, a man who doesn't play fair when the game is broken. She locked my boy in a freezer. So I made sure she'd never feel warm again.